Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. Welcome to Mutea Evans Show. My name is Mutea Evans, and today we have a woman everyone wants to hear from. I'll tell you why. And recently there was a survey released by AJIRA Digital that confirmed that more than 1.2 million Kenyans today work in the digital space. And what is even more interesting is that they are making more than 20,000 shillings a month on average. And therefore, it has never been a better time to have a discussion on what it's like to work online. And there would be no better person to talk about that than the lady on my left hand side. Her name is Pauline Njoroge. Pauline has been around working online for the last how many years?
4 years now.
4 years. And for the last 4 years, she has done a lot. She has transformed many lives. She has coached so many people, and she has achieved a lot as well. Recently, she bought herself a brand new car. I hope we can show us a photo. I'll have to include a photo somewhere. A car that is valued, whose value is in the millions. So it's a big industry we are talking about here, and she has done so much more. So we're here to hear from her, and I have a few questions for her. If you get those answers, I'll be very excited so that we can inspire one or two people here. Welcome to the show, Pauline.
Thank you so much.
High five.
Thank you for having me.
Karibu sana.
I'm so honored.
Yes. How is Corona treating you, COVID-19?
Oh, wow. Well, COVID, of course, all of us, you understand, it's not the best thing to celebrate. But of course, when you're working online, it's manageable.
Wow.
You have no regrets.
Karibu sana to the show.
Asante.
I know for you, bearing in mind that you mostly work from home, it's not a big deal to stay home and, you know, not have to go to work.
I don't know, I'm used to. So I used to work online from home, so I'm still doing the same. So once in a while I go to the office, I work from the office, at the same time I can work from home. So it's still the same life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about yourself. There's someone watching this video who is seeing you for the very first time, unfortunately, apart from those who have seen you on social media. Who is Pauline Njoroge?
Wow. So hi everybody, that's my name. I'm Pauline Njoroge. I'm very passionate about meeting new people, talking to people, and back in life I've done procurement. That's my profession. That's what my parents wanted me to do in school, but currently in the digital space, I'm working online. I'm also training people how to do what I'm doing right now.
And so far so good.
So far so good. I love everything about it. I even been quite in Thai, even started earlier before going to college. I think I would have not gone to college because I'm loving everything about this profession, my new career, because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. This is what I love waking up to every morning. So I really love it.
Wow, awesome. And how did you start? What inspired you? How did you leave your other career to get into online work?
Okay. So I was a student, a broke student for that case. And you understand, for the students currently of late, you don't have to be in school, just study alone. You can do some other several stuff for your own upkeep, to look for money. So that's how I came across this opportunity. I was a broke university student doing procurement, and then someone told me you can do something part-time. But of course I was inspired by brokenness. I was broke. And I was tired of bothering my parents every morning. I have to request for transport, for upkeep and everything. I was tired of bothering them. So I had to make something of my own. I had to look for money.
And so you got started.
I got started, of course. I didn't know how it works. Remember, I'm in a whole different profession. So I needed to learn. I was so willing to learn. And that's something that you need to. Because most people are willing to do something, and then at the same time they're not willing to learn the process. They don't want to know how everything works. So my first step was to go for the training. I learned, I loved their concept, and then I was all in. I felt like this is what I've been looking for. This is something I can do without even interfering with my studies.
And so you trusted the process?
Definitely. And I remember you inviting me. Yeah, he's my inviter by the way. He's the one who invited me to the training. And And I remember back then he was still a student, and I was inspired by the way he was making money, around 20,000 per week as a student. And I was like, really, if he can do it, definitely I can also do it. So I made up my mind. I started, and so far so good.
Wow. So you see, I also went to school.
Yeah, this is not for failures. We also graduates.
Yes.
We have our own careers.
Good. Thank you. So, and I'm forced to ask, why did you choose online work? Why not anything else? Why didn't you start a kiosk? Why didn't you start selling stuff online?
Well, that has taken me back a few years ago. Let me share this. Before I came across you on social media, I was still looking for something to do, and I got a job, a full-time job. I was supposed to work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can imagine, as a student, you have your own classes, you have to be at work from 6 in the morning. So meaning I have to wake up at 4, I get ready, I get to town by 6 a.m.
Wow.
And that was too demanding for me. I couldn't handle that, surely. So I did it for a month, and then I felt like, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So once I came across this opportunity, I saw the freedom in terms of time. Remember, I have to be in school, I have my studies, so I was looking for something more flexible. And that's how I settled for online work. Yeah.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So it didn't interfere, online work didn't interfere with your schedule at school?
No, not at all, because most of the students, you're not always in class 24/7. Actually, the most students have the most free time. You have a lot to do. And I remember back then I used to be just at home watching movies, friends, like nothing serious, but I had a lot of time. So that's the time that I'm using well. I used well back then as a student, and I got a lot from that.
Awesome,
honestly.
awesome. Yeah, I hope students would be listening to this, because as a student, sometimes you think you don't have time, but you have a lot of time at your disposal. Yes, if you think of it, there are people who do drama, there are people who dance in school while still in campus, there are people who do games, who go to football tournaments, music, and they find time to do that. So if they can find time to do that, I think people can also find time to work online.
And we still pass very well.
Yes, yes. In fact, you do better than people who are ever in class. So it's about managing your time. Don't say you do not have time. Even if you're employed, if you have 2 to 3 hours a day, you're good to go, I believe. Awesome. I have another question for you. In terms of skills, what does someone require to become very successful in this industry?
Digital space, working online.
Yes.
If you need to make some good money, you need to have a good learning attitude. Honestly, this is a new thing. It's not even in our career back in school. So you have to be willing to learn. You go through the process. You trust someone to teach you, because you can't know everything. So for the youngsters, I know you guys, you're not willing to go through the process. Don't even want to learn. So learning is very important. Be teachable, be coachable, then implement. Of course, you can listen, but if you're not implementing, then you're just wasting your time. You're also wasting someone else's time. So the first thing, be willing to learn. Of course, the other thing, discipline. Remember, online work, you are your own boss. No one is bossing you around. So you have to be very disciplined. If you decide to become your own boss, then you have to know what to do at what time, and you have to tell yourself what to do. So it's very important you have discipline. Like, you set goals, have a to-do list for the entire day, know what you're supposed to do at what time. So that is a second. The third one, you need to be hardworking. Of course, there's some work to be done. So it doesn't mean that the fact you're working online, you don't have to do anything. There's some work to be done. And that is where some of us are going wrong. You get into online work, you're not willing to work. You think like you're only supposed to work hard in a job. Still, when it comes to online work, there's some work to be done. So be willing to put in the work, of course, for a short period of time, and then you start reaping big. So that's my advice.
Also, simply, there's no substitute for hard work.
No.
Those trying to run away from hard work, the digital space is not for you.
There's no luck. Especially in business.
Yes.
You have to shape up.
And empty your cup, as you mentioned.
Of course. Be willing to learn. Get there with an open mind. Trust the person who is guiding. Have a mentor, someone to guide you through. Of course, we say success leaves footprints. If you follow someone, they have achieved what you're looking for, definitely you're going to get there, so long as you're willing to learn from them.
Awesome. That's a good advice for engineers, doctors, lawyers, you know, all these big careers, and you get out of campus thinking, I know so much. This is a totally new career that you need to learn so much about, and so you have to have that good learning attitude. Thank you for mentioning that. Now that you mentioned about your day and having a daily routine, how does your typical day look like?
Wow.
Briefly.
Let me talk about my normal day. Like when I'm not going to the office. Okay, when I'm going to the office.
Yes.
Because sometimes I work from home. So I wake up at 5. I love waking up early because I believe when you win your morning hours, you'll have definitely a successful day. The other thing, I have a morning routine. It's very important. You don't just wake up, but you wake up to something. So when I wake up in the morning at around 5, I do some a stretch.
5 a.m.
Yeah, I wake up at 5 a.m. latest. So sometimes I'm up by 4 a.m. but latest by 5 a.m. So I stretch. I do some little bit of workouts for 30 minutes. Then the next of the 30 minutes, I'm reading a book. It's very, very important. Every day, read 1 or 2 chapters. You know something. Because if you're not reading, you're not knowing something, then you die. So it's very important to work on your mind so that you can be able to share with someone else. So I read for 30 minutes. From 6, I get ready. I'm having my breakfast. Then from 7, I leave the office. Then from there, I have appointments. I have my to-do list. And then that's how I have my day. Then at the evening, of course, I have to watch or reading something inspirational, because I believe the last thing you watch or read at the end of the day, that is what your mind will process during the night. So I have to make sure I end the day in a positive way, the same way I started.
Wow. So you're simply protecting what comes into your mind.
Yes.
Awesome. And what inspires you? Most people of your age, they're not thinking of doing all these big things you're talking about.
Yeah.
They just want to live for the weekend. Friday, throw a party, wanakimbia bypass. What inspires you?
Oh, wow. I believe I'm ambitious. I have goals.
Yes.
I have dreams that I want to accomplish. And also, we believe that for your dreams, you have to attach that dream to someone or something that you are so passionate about.
Yes.
Something that you like, someone that you love, someone that you care so much about. So for me, it's myself, and also my mom is in the mix. I love her. She has done so much for me, and I want to give her a good life when she's aging. I want her to age gracefully, like she doesn't miss anything she wants. So I want to give her a big amen for that. So I want to give her a good life she can enjoy in her old age.
Wow. Yeah. What inspires you? You need to find an inspiration, something you care so badly about. Now, and you're required to be consistent, like doing the same thing every single day. How do you remain consistent and disciplined in a profession that has all the freedom in the world, that no one is checking on you? How do you get that discipline to remain consistent?
Wow. But I remember when I was starting, I was so inconsistent. I work for 2 hours and then that's it. I work for 1 day or 2 days in a week and then that's it. I expect even results. But of course, it doesn't work like that. If you want people to believe you, if you want to get good results, first you have to be consistent. Then it's about my goals, like I mentioned earlier. I have some things I want to achieve. I have some goals I want to achieve at an early age. So the goal is to retire young and rich. I also want to have freedom. I don't want to work in my 50, 40, 60, all that time. So I want, by the time I'm getting to that age, I have all I need in life. So that's why I'm so consistent, because I have a very short duration that I need to work. Then I have everything done. Then I can have the rest of my time walking around, visiting places, doing whatever I love.
Wow. Dreams, having goals, things that you want, you're going for, drives you every day to do whatever you have to do. Let me ask, about your most recent achievements. Tell us a little about it. The brand new baby. G4.
Ooh, okay. Yes, 3 months ago, I got myself a very good car, Subaru. Yes, Subaru. I love them. Look at what I'm holding.
Brands.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's it. This is the logo.
Can I keep this after this?
No. So
Subaru, the passion Subaru drivers have with your cars.
Yes.
It's on another level.
Everything has to be the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 months ago, I was able to buy myself a very good car.
Yes.
Subaru G4. And that happened within 3 years in the business. Remember, I started part-time as a student. I did that 2 years part-time. Then after graduating, I was like, if this thing can pay my own school fees, if this online work has done so much for me, why don't I give it my all? So I decided, let me do this full-time. After all, I went to school to look for a job, and then I have the money. If I can make the money, then these are a short way out. So after graduating, I decided to do this full-time, and of course focus more, give it more time, be more disciplined, be more consistent. And then the end product was now buying my car. So 3 months ago, I rewarded myself with a brand new car, Subaru G4. I'm so in love with that baby. I always smile every time I'm talking about it. And I'm so happy because that happened in the midst of COVID. Remember that time? That's when we were having restrictions, lockdown, but our online business was still booming because all of us were looking for something to do. Remember, just imagine how many people have lost their jobs. How many people have been sent home? They have nothing to do. They have nothing to feed their family. They don't have food on the table. So that's why everyone is looking for that. And also bearing in mind the freedom. You can do it part-time. You can do it full-time. So that achievement, it shows that online work is working. And of course, we're not here to try. We have done it before. It shows it's working. So even if you don't try, of course, you just need to come in, be willing to work, be willing to learn, and then definitely if something is achieved by one person, it can also be achieved by everyone else.
Oh, awesome. It's important to note it's an all black Subaru G4. All black. I'll be sure to show you a few photos here so you understand what I'm talking about. Congratulations.
Thank you so much
on that very recent achievement.
Yes, so he inspired. He's also driving a Subaru, a very good car. So I was following his steps. He's my upline, my mentor in the business. So if he chose Subaru, then I had to.
Subarus are Subarus.
Of course.
It's more than just moving from one point to the next. Yes, it's a passion. It's something you enjoy doing. Now, I believe we have so many people who are watching this video and they are wondering, where do I start? So what advice would you have for someone who wants to start working online?
Okay, so working online is so easy. First, you have to find a legit company. That is very important.
Yes.
Because currently so many people now are getting into digital space, but they don't know what exactly to look for. So it's important you look for a legit business. Yes, don't go for scams.
Business, yes.
Yes, don't go for scams. We have people who are forwarding links on WhatsApp. Go to this link, do this, forward to 10 people, then you get. That's not a business. That's not the business we're talking about. So go and look for a company. And how do you know a legit business? Of course, it has to have an office, a place of
physical office.
Physical office.
Yes.
That is very important because in case you need a clarification, you have a concern, where will you go to if you're just forwarding links online? So it's very important. Go for a physical office. And of course, you have to look for the lifespan. How long has that company been in the market? It's very important because you find scams, they don't go for more than 3-6 months. Then they're done. You lose your money, you lose everything. So don't waste that time. 6 months is a lot of time when it comes to online work. You can have achieved a lot. So look for the lifespan of that company. Look for what they are selling. Do they have services, or maybe they have physical products?
Yes.
You have some people who are working online selling physical products. Others are selling services. Like for us, we are doing strictly services. web hosting, online marketing, electronic airtime. So you just need to have a smartphone. So also that is very important depending on the kind of work you want. So if you want to go for physical products, well and good. If you want to work strictly online, still an option. The other thing that you need to, is it working? Do we have some people who are working? Do they have results?
Yes.
Like I said, you don't want to be there to try whether that company is working. So you have to see testimonials, you have to follow people, you have to have a mentor who is going to guide you through. Because a mentor is someone who is going to shorten your lifespan when it comes to success. Instead of going for 6 years and making your own mistakes, you can follow someone who have done it before, and then you do it in 2 years. That's the purpose of having a mentor. So just do your research, then you go for the company that is it's not going to disappoint in the next 5, 10, 20 years from now. Yeah. So that is one. Look for a legit business. Yes,
legit business. Yes, make sure you look out for a company that you can be proud of 5 years from today, and a company that has a physical office, as she said, a company with a reputable management, not someone just putting up a website and saying they have a business. No, you need a legitimate business or a legitimate platform to start working online. And I'll be sure to drop Pauline Njoroge's contacts, especially social media handles, on the comment section below, so that you can reach out to her, so that she can share with you exactly how to do that. And I believe you're willing to welcome some people and start mentoring them.
Yeah, of course. I said my passion is meeting new people, and something I love most is mentoring people, inspiring people. I love seeing people changing their lives. It's something that you can take everything that I have, but that feeling when someone wakes up in the morning, they send you an SMS, they do a phone call, they tell you, you know what, Pauline, were it not for you, I want to be where I am. That's everything. That's everything. Also, I want to leave my name behind. I don't want to die with my
name.
That's not the goal.
Yes.
So I have to have a legacy. When I die, people can remember me 20 years ago, 50 years ago. That someone existed, someone did this. And of course, he always say, if you want to invest something that you're going to enjoy 100 years from now, invest in people. So I'm so willing to guide everyone who is willing to work. Like I said, come here with an open mind. Don't be a know-it-all.
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, as we come to the end, close to the end, what are some of the misconceptions people have about our industry working online?
Okay. One of them, people believe that everything online is a scam. You tell them about online work, you tell them you make a living online, they don't believe. They call it a scam. They're not even willing to learn. They're so ignorant. So for me, it's so sad when I see, especially a young person, calling online work a scam. Honestly, everything is going online. Nothing, okay, like this is an idea that its time has come to pass. So if you're still ignorant about online work, it's so unfortunate, because 5 years from now you're going to regret your decision. 5 years from now you're going to be wishing that you started earlier. So be informed that not everything online is a scam. Of course, I understand there's some links here and there. That's why I told you have to do your research, know what you're getting into. So that is one thing. Another thing, people believe online work you're going to get easy money.
Wash. This is not wash.
This is a legit business. So people believe like when it comes to online work, there's nothing much to do. You can just have a platform, have an account, and then you wait for the money to come in. Well, it doesn't work like that. There's some work to be done.
It's hard work.
Yes, it's hard work. Hard work is everywhere. And of course, no one has ever died for working hard. So you can also do it. Just need to be disciplined. Have a goal that you're working towards to. And then that's it. But then when you're working in your passion, like you have a passion you're working for, you don't even feel like you're having a day, like you're working. It's like your normal day, a passion. So even if you work hard, you won't even realize. So that's why it's very important you go for your passion, because you'll never be tired.
Awesome. So if you're a young person out there, you use Uber, you use which other platform? Netflix. You watch movies on not Netflix. You use Airbnb to book hotels. Thank you. You attend online classes. There's no way you can't see the future of work. The future of work is online. In 20-30 years, everyone will be working online. So you better get on board now. The same way, taxi drivers had no choice but to start using Uber. Otherwise, their business was gone. So be that bright person and start checking what chance you have when it comes to working online. And when it comes to easy money, there's no easy money in online work. No. Only that you compound your efforts, and before you know it, you're getting paid more than you're working for.
And you have a platform to make as much as you want.
Yes.
That's the good thing about it. There's no
limits. You can make as much as you want.
As much as you want, within a short period of time, depending on how hardworking you are, how committed you are, and what you are working for.
Yeah. Your aggressiveness, it's rewarded in online work, unlike other places where you can work so hard and earn so little. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the conversation we've had. I've always wanted to have this conversation, but I had to wait for the right time to have it, and there we've had it. Thank you so much, Pauline, for coming over. Where can people find you? Maybe on social media? Okay,
yes, I'm on social media. I have I'm all over on social media. On Instagram, I have a good following, over 25,000.
Oh wow!
My real account is POLYNE underscore Njoroge, Pauline Njoroge. If you go on Facebook, still more than 20,000 following. I have a page, I have an account, same name, Pauline Njoroge. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm there. I also communicate with the professionals, those people who are looking for work. You can also connect with me. I'm there as Pauline Njoroge, a digital marketer. I'm also on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm also on YouTube. You can find me anywhere.
Oh yeah, Pauline also has a channel, a YouTube channel. I'll be sure to drop all the links on the comment section below so that you can go and follow her and see what she does on a daily basis.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me.
You're most
welcome.
So
happy to have this interview with you. Someone that we always look up to. So it's a pleasure coming to your channel.
Thank you for coming over.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun as well, and looking forward to have another conversation maybe sometime.
Sure. We'll do another one.
And talk about money, investments, you know, and young people, right?
That's a very important topic. We need to educate people about making money and also keeping money, because that's the most important thing. If you're making money and you're not keeping any, then you'll have a miserable life.
Thank you so much, Pauline. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been Mutea Evans show. As always, be sure to like this video if you like the content, then subscribe if you want to see more of such content. And if you'd like to suggest a topic you'd like us to discuss in an upcoming video, be sure to do so on the comment section. Otherwise, let me know what you think about online work on the comment section below. Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? And what do you think is the future? How does the future look like when it comes to online work? Otherwise, go do your research, find a company, and you have contacts here you can reach out to get started, and your potential will be limitless. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a wonderful time, a wonderful afternoon, evening, a wonderful morning, and go change the world, because that's what we all came to this world to do. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you.
DJ Paula.